Hey guys, welcome back to Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Today we're going to take a look at S.H.Figuarts Mecha Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. And this is a very interesting release to me for obvious reasons, but it is a very popular design of Frieza. I'm personally a fan of it, but yeah, it is Dragon Ball, so any character, any form is possible. And hopefully other lines like Naruto and JJK can become like that, but I highly doubt it, because Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball is just so big in the States and everywhere. Anyways, here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. For me personally, aside from Naruto, I really hope Yu Yu Hakusho can become something really big, because like we have so many characters and all the characters have so many forms. Yusuke alone has like 4 outfits, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments on what you think, and let's check it out. And here's the figure still in the inner packaging, looking really good. Comes with a fair amount of accessories, and let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on this figure is pretty straightforward, and this is one of those releases that it is exactly as advertised. He's pretty much exactly as you imagine. I don't seem to have any paint issues, the joints are nice and tight and durable, and the paint job is really clean. No visible issues here, at least on my copy. And it's really interesting because I never really pay attention to the armor, and now that having this in hand, it's always really cool. And let's just take a closer look at the figure. The attention to detail is all there. You have the scar, and yeah, the light bulbs here, very cool. And one thing I noticed right away is that he is a little bit bigger compared to the previous version or the first version of Frieza, but this mold is very outdated. We desperately need a 2.0 version of Frieza, but I don't know, this one just seems a little bit fat for me. Let me know in the comments on what you think, but the proportion for this one, I gotta watch the anime again, but Frieza to me always looks skinny like this. But anyways, let's jump straight into the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much. You can tilt his head side to side, no problem. And the shoulder is just on a, is it on a butterfly? Yeah, so we do have a butterfly joint, and otherwise this is just the ball joint here. You can raise them up about this much. The shoulder pad here is on a hinge as well. This is a very regular design. You have bicep swivel, can curl about, okay, so you can turn that. You can curl about this much. You also have a swivel over here that's really nice, and then you do have the ball joint. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about okay, you can bend forward about this much, but you gotta watch out for paint chipping here, I would assume, because same thing happened with my previous Frieza here. And then you have some really good hip movement, can kick up about this high, bend about this much, thigh swivel, side to side pivot, and no toe hinges here. And for the tail, you do have a joint here and also a joint here. That's it, like there's 2 joints. And the tail is actually quite light, and I think with the tail, it's very easy to balance him. But let me see, if I want to, excuse me. So if I want to like, yeah, I still think it's kind of hard to balance him, but like in general, if you put the tail on the ground, he should be able to stand on fairly well. But anyways, I believe that's it for the articulation, and let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and I think it looks pretty good for the most part, but I don't know, maybe his head is just a tad bit too big, and the angle of the eyes is a little bit weird. Feels like it's very wide. I don't know. And next up, we have a teeth gritting angry face, and same problem. I feel like the distance between the 2 eyes is a little bit too wide. I gotta Google this. And next up, we have a teeth gritting smirk, and this one is definitely my favorite. And I did a really quick Google search on the proportion of the head, on which one's accurate, and apparently it's all over the places. Because in the anime, sometimes the head is big, sometimes the head is small. In the video game, the head is big, so I don't know. At the end, it's just down to personal preference, I guess. But yeah, this one looks pretty decent though, I like it. And lastly, we get like an angry shouting face, but I feel like his right eye is a little bit weird though, like the angle and just the size of it. Maybe this is how he's supposed to look, but I don't know, it looks misprinted for me, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the printing though. So maybe in a certain instance of the manga or anime, he looks like this. Just like super tilted. And for the interchangeable hands, first off, we get a pair of pointing finger, and this is pretty cool. And then we get 2 pairs of open palms. One is a little bit more grippy, and the other one is like more displayed or opened. And lastly, we have the interchangeable torso for the iconic scene, and I think this is just so cool. And the stand that comes with it is also very nice. And yeah, I believe that's everything, and let's check out some action posing. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts, and I think for the most part they look very good together, especially Trunks and Mecha Frieza, but I do feel like Mecha Frieza, Trunks, and Piccolo, just for example here, went straight into 3.0 version, and Goku and Vegeta kinda needs a 3.0 as well. I know there's a God Vegeta coming out. I'll probably think that's very close to 3.0, I don't know, at least that's like as close as we can get. And Goku, we really need like a regular Goku to be like 3.0 body, which the third-party companies are doing, right? But anyways, let me know in the comments on what you think, and let's move on. And next up, we have some JJK and One Piece S.H.Figuarts, and I think they scale fairly well together as well. So if you're into crossover, you're gonna have some fun. And One Piece is gonna continue to do well, like we know that for sure. It's gonna stay for a very long time. Just Luffy alone has so many forms, there's so many characters, they have time skip, they post, there's just so many stuff. And JJK, I know it hasn't been getting a lot of love recently from Bandai, but I think that's because they're just doing too many stuff at the same time. And we're not even close to finishing the anime, and I think the season just ended, so I think they're gonna ride with the hype train. I'm not worried at all, because JJK is so popular, it's impossible for them to not continue to line. We're gonna at least see 2 more forms of Gojo and like a few forms of like, whatchamacallit, Yuji, right? So yeah, not worried at all. They could probably give us Nanami or surprise us with Toji, right? Anyways, let's move on. And next up, we have my favorite Naruto S.H.Figuarts, and I think they look amazing together. And I'm just so happy that Naruto line is at a very good place, or quote-unquote safe. Like, we know we're gonna see more Naruto characters in the future and for a very long time, right? We essentially have 3 lines going on, right? We have Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, and Naruto Top 99, which I think Naruto Top 99 is just so brilliant. But I'd be really surprised if they actually complete the Naruto Top 99. Yeah, I'd be very happy, but they have characters like Kakashi's dad in there, so I don't know. Of course I'm gonna get it, but it's just very interesting to me that they decided to went with this route, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments on what you think. At the time of this video, I know Kakashi Top 99 is coming out with San Diego Comic-Con, which is pretty cool. I wonder if they're gonna include more in there, aside from the stuff that he came with Top 99 with a really interesting shuriken. And also, Pain just got announced, and I just pre-ordered that. Very, very excited. And the underclothing for Pain, I don't know. I rewatched the Sage Naruto versus Pain many times, and I'm pretty convinced Pain wasn't wearing anything under his clothing. But anyways, it is what it is. I digress. I'm fine that Kishimoto approved it. And yeah, what else is there? And Sage Naruto is coming out, so yeah, I think we're pretty solid. And lastly, we have some Mafex and Figma figures. Mafex is gonna continue to be amazing. They're just really killing it at these comic figures. And Figma, I really don't know what Figma's gonna do, man. Like, I think at this point, the direction they're going with is just the AAA video game stuff, because the only ones I'm getting is probably the Breath of the Wild Link for the most recent one. The anime stuff, I don't know if they still want to compete with S.H.Figuarts nowadays. I really don't know. But anyways, let me know in the comments on what you think, and let's move on. Alright, so for the final thoughts, as a big Dragon Ball Z fan, especially the Android arc, I do highly recommend the figure. Beautiful paint work, amazing sculpt, and it does come with a fair amount of accessories. I really don't have anything bad to say about the figure. If I really have to say something, it's probably that we're not used to how big he is compared to the previous version of Frieza, but I really don't think they're gonna make another Frieza for a very long time though. Like, I just don't see the timing of it, because the old one is actually pretty decent and they're making the full power version of Frieza, so it doesn't really make sense for them to make another Frieza, right? Unless it like package with some other stuff that's coming out, but I don't see them doing any other characters in the Namek arc, because it's been a while. Maybe they can do like the Namek Vegeta with like the different outfit of the Saiyan armor, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments on what you think, but I just don't think they're gonna make another Frieza for a long time, and I think this one's pretty good. And yeah, this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.